And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
What is beautiful
people?
Oh, do we love it yet? What do you think, America? Do we love that opening yet?
You're not asking me because I love it.
No, it always takes people a little bit. How does it go in the room? Lou said he knew he would eventually love it. White Lou.
I certainly love it.
I feel like Black Lou loved it out of the gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solid.
I'll tell you this, as far as rock goes, Tool hits hard with black people.
Yes, Tool, and weirdly, and everyone's always going to say, I bet they do. I've never had a problem playing Tool or Korn for black people.
Yeah.
They read into it.
Christine, you're on board.
Deftones also. Deftones you can get black people into.
Jacob, how do you feel
Mexican
about
band,
the new theme song? You're a fan of it? Of Tool's Ticks and Leeches? No, this one. For season... Oh, you don't have your headphones on.
Our intro.
You like Sober the best out of all of them? The first intro song ever?
The show that you produce, the opening song, do you like it?
Jacob, we do a show called The Bonfire.
It's on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern.
That's Dan Soder. I'm Big J. Oakerson.
At The Bonfire, SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. There's a lot of stuff that, Jacob, you should know by now.
1-844 Comedy 9.
Yeah.
44 Comedy 9. The Bonfire, SiriusXM.com. Jacob, anything? Is it ringing a bell at all? Yeah. DJ Dead Rat? Black Lou?
You love cheese? And folding your body to the walls?
Your current girlfriend, Christine?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love Christine, and I bake.
It's true.
Yeah. Back in the same studio, finally. I was in L.A. last week. Jay was in New York, and now we're both in New York.
We're so happy to have you back.
I'll tell you this.
I gave you a little present.
Dude, what a great fucking delayed birthday present. It's September, and my birthday's in June, but worth the wait. Because Jay got me size extra large Zubaz pants!
I'll tell you what, that does not look good. He's like, my birthday's in June, September, but hey!
I said it because it's worth the wait. That's what I was saying. Look at these. Look at these. Ah, dude.
Well, if you remember, for your birthday, Daniel, dude, those are going to be so comfortable, dude.
Oh, dude. You know what I like about this?
Wow,
there's no dick hole.
You thought there was a dick hole.
I was so excited. I'm like, these are going to be great before Jack pants.
It'll be better. Look, you just pull them below your dick, but not below your balls.
You know what these are good for? I can feel the material. Dry humping. If a girl was in shorts, these are strip club pants.
If a girl's willing to dry hump you in Zubaz pants, dude, then that girl was in already.
How are you not? Look at the Niner logo. How could you not?
You love them.
I fucking love them. I'm gonna put them on tonight to play Madden. You think I'm kidding? I will
absolutely believe you.
I will text you a picture of me wearing these, high as fuck, getting it in on my franchise.
Yeah, I was trying to get you the red Wawa hoodie.
Dude.
The red soft spun Wawa, but they didn't have it in your size.
It's all good, man, because what you did is just knocked it out the fucking park, bro.
Zubaz pants, bro. Those are going to become part of that's part of your attire now.
I told you, on Sunday, the Niners are playing the Seahawks. I'm going to go hang out at the cellar for brunch, have some lemon pancakes. But you best believe I'm going to wear these.
You're going just for brunches to go.
I'm going to go just to go eat, and then the game's at 4:30, so I'm going to go back home to watch the game because I scream a lot at the TV.
Yeah. The brunch this cellar is very good.
I screamed a lot at the TV this weekend.
Yeah.
NFL Week 1.
Before we dig in too hard, let's say it was Monday. It is September 11th. So that's obviously a sad day, generally speaking.
Yeah, everyone affected by September. I mean, we all were affected by people that lost someone. It's it's like Pete Davidson. I reached out to him. I think he changes his number all the time, but
he does.
You think about that, man. It's fucking crazy. 16 years later, and all the people that were affected by Hurricane Irma in Florida. We hope you guys are all right and somewhere safe, and you didn't lose all your shit.
Absolutely. And but here's great news today. Also on this day, our friend Dave Smith, one of the Legion of Skanks.
Yeah!
Debut special, Libertas, is now available at gasdigitalnetwork.com.
So go pick it up at gasdigitalnetwork.com for Dave Smith's 1 hour special. Both of us went to a recording. It's the taping was fucking awesome.
I missed the taping. I actually got to watch it the first time in the actual special that you can buy.
Oh, really?
Actually it was edited a little bit more from them, but I watched like a rough cut at Skankfest.
Yeah, where they played it Friday night.
The first time I got to see it.
Oh,
and I was out of town when he shot it.
Yeah.
It was so good, so funny, so fantastic, and I'm proud of him. It's his first real recording ever he's done so far, so it's fantastic.
So go pick it up now, Libertas.
Absolutely great. This weekend, I bet you were yelling at the TV a whole bunch. But me and Black Lou feeling pretty good.
Well, let's get to it. As everyone knows, I'm a San Francisco 49ers fan. They played the Carolina Panthers. Dude, I'm not angry at what I saw. The defense played fucking great. They lost 23-3, but Kyle Shanahan went for it on 4th down 3 times and put the defense in a fucking tough place. They bend, you know that old saying, bend but don't break. They stopped, they held. Cam Newton didn't look good, first off. So, I mean, he could have lit the Niners up. If he looked good, there were a couple wide open plays where you're like, that could have been 49-3. Easy. But 23-3, you're like, dude, Reuben Foster, the linebacker that they drafted, was unbelievable. Then, of course, he got hurt.
I just want to say, so far, what you said you're not mad about the loss at all, but then you described that if Cam Newton was just better himself, and there are better people, it would have been 49-3.
Dude, we were 2-14 last year with the feeling of like there's no change in this.
So if you're 4-12, you're like,
yeah. I said 6-10. I'll take
really,
dude. 6-10 this year. I'm completely happy.
Really,
dude. Brian Hoyer is our quarterback. He's a career backup guy, and you could see it yesterday. We barely have any pieces. We don't really have an O-line. Our O-line is like kind of young.
As you're telling the story, I'm not exaggerating or lying right now.
Yeah.
A vein in the middle of your head is brewing.
Yeah,
you're holding. Am I lying, Lou?
Yeah.
A vein's brewing, but I think it's because you're lying to me.
I'm not lying.
But you're not lying to me. You're trying to lie to yourself. You are. It sucks, dick, dude. I'm a Sixers and Eagles fan, but Sixers particularly, it sucked such dick for those years to go in and watch games and you know they're going to lose.
But let me tell you this, though. Why there is hope is because now there's a new GM and a new head coach and a new culture. And there's like a lot of interviews coming out where they're saying that guys want to play for Kyle Shanahan. Guys are busting their asses.
Right.
So it's not, and you see it where they're like, there was a couple great plays where I was getting excited. There was times where I was like, this game could turn around right now. If Brian Hoyer makes this throw or if there was a drop, like a long drop.
Why wouldn't they just keep Kaepernick?
I don't know, and they got rid of everybody. I think they were trying to change.
Why would you just not keep him? Just get him out
well,
there?
A lot of money. He had a $120 million contract, and they didn't want to pay him all that money. So that's why they have to cut him. You cut him. You pay
$120 million. You stand the fuck up for that national anthem.
But they were saying, like, the restructure of the contract would have been crazy, and that would have taken away, so they just cut him, and they're building it up to get Kirk Cousins next year. And if you think about it like that...
Really?
Yeah, because he played with Kyle Shanahan in Washington.
I don't know if he's a stud.
I think he is, but they brought Pierre Garçon in, and he is fucking awesome. He played great yesterday. So did Carlos Hyde.
He had 2 catches, Pierre Garçon.
He had 6.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't for a ton of yards. It was like 6 catches for like 80 yards.
But they were they were big ones. So he got a lot of third downs. It was one of those things where you're like, I saw people on Twitter trashing the Niners, and I was like, I think you're wrong. I think they look better than they did last year, even though they scored more points last year. That was like the Chip Kelly offense. I just think it's a better team. It just feels like a better team, and it feels like there's a lot of missing pieces.
Oh, that's right, though. This is the first year without Chip Kelly. This is like a brand new they're going to stink. But I'm just saying, definitely blows.
It blows, and I'll tell you this: where it's disheartening is the end of the third quarter, where you're like, okay, we're not going to get back in this.
Well, I'm saying with that vein, I don't want you to do. I want you to let out how much it upsets you.
It upsets me because the Niners. I don't like watching them lose to the Panthers, who used to be in their division in the late '90s, and we used to crush them when they were an expansion team, and now they're coming in and dick slapping us on opening day. I don't like that, and I don't like the fact that our stadium, the Levi Stadium, so poorly designed. It's so hot that people don't want to sit there during halftime because they're getting beaten by the sun. And then people are tweeting me like, look at the support. And you're like, it's halftime, idiots. That's why no one's out there. It was the opening kickoff for the second half. Yeah, it was kind of light, but also it's my favorite team. So when they're not winning, you have to find positive ways or else you go fucking crazy because moving on to the NFC East, both you dickwads fucking...
I'll be honest, the vein didn't go away. I thought that was going to be therapy.
You don't want to know when the vein's going to go away? When we win a fucking NFC Championship game again. When we go to the fucking Super Bowl and get number 6.
I haven't seen the Eagles in the playoffs in a couple years now, and I haven't seen them go past the first round of the playoffs in many, many years. I get the pain, and I'm telling you, and the Sixers tanked 3 years. I purposefully tanked 3
But I'm just saying, it's like, I like...
So I get, and it sucked. And basketball is 82 games of tank.
Yeah, this is 16 weeks of pain. But the difference is that there is a hopefulness that I haven't felt in 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, that's good.
Where I feel very hopeful.
At least you're on the upswing.
We have like a lot of like pieces that if they fill in could be great, like our fullback that we got from Baltimore in that trade. It's like Jerzvich. I always fuck it up. But he's on number 44. He wears Tom Rathman's number. It's a lot of respect. There's a lot of guys that I'm like, that guy's great. Our D-line's awesome, and they're young. There's just a lot of good. There's good in the future of the 49ers, I hope.
I'll say, for me, I feel okay about the Eagles.
But you're also...
I feel okay.
You get very excited the way I get excited with positive gains because you have a very good young quarterback. And I watched that game. I watched the Redskins.
I think he's pretty good.
He's got a gun.
See, I like his gun. I like his
you can fucking whip that thing. And we're talking about Eagles Redskins.
Yes, but I do not believe in his accuracy, like distance throw. His distance throw is pretty garbage. But like his whatchamacallit, but his
I called him Kellen Clemens. I don't know why.
No, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. I don't know why.
But his bullet,
maybe he's similar to Kellen.
But his bullet over the middle and stuff is pretty. That's nice. He does.
Did you feel good about the win? Division rival.
I'm happy that we are 1-0. As Black Lou will say, we need to get a little microphone over there. It feels nice to be 1-0. It feels nice to be 1-0 in the division.
Yeah.
Right? But lose has to feel. I mean, that was my. I mean, they demolished. It was a one-sided ass beating.
And we're, of course,
I thought the Giants were. Everyone's saying the Giants were going to be something okay.
Yeah, but moving on, we're talking about Cowboys Giants Sunday Night Football, and you guys just fucking beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, we destroyed them. I liked what happened. Zeke only had 100 yards. Zeke never does well against the Giants. He really only had 104. He's never gone with like 150, two touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
Dak needed to prove himself. He needed to show that he can throw the ball downfield, not just be a game manager. And he did that. Almost like when he came back against the Packers.
Do you think Ezekiel Elliott's going to be out because he was beating the shit out of his lover?
I don't think he did it, but
you don't think he did it?
Not until next year.
You don't think he hit? What was it? A girl? He beat up a girl?
Yeah.
Was it that he definitely did it?
He definitely did not do that.
You think it's the girl?
He is wearing that.
Now, would you say this? Because every time Iverson was accused of something, I would just hope that he got off with it. Not that he. I would never. I would have never come out and been like, he didn't do that.
And let me come clean and let you know that to this day, Barry Bonds has not been caught using steroids. So I just want to let you guys know that's where I lay on that side of the defense.
Oh, see, I don't. I'm saying I don't do that. Iverson, I'm like, I hope he gets away with it. But he definitely had weed and gun in that car, like for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, Barry Bonds.
I'm not like he's being set up. I'm like, no. Iverson's certainly a guy.
Barry Bonds used horse steroids, and it was awesome. But he never been caught.
But no one caught him.
Yeah, no one caught him. But
show me the evidence.
Show me where's the Balco scandal? What happened? He still hit those home runs. They didn't pull those back.
How did his head get bigger though?
Yeah, a fucking human growth hormone. I love it. I would take it right now. Just smack home runs.
Good for HGH?
Oh, dude.
Imagine what your head would become, dude.
I'd be a human ram. I could just run through the fucking...
You really be human bonk. You just go around.
You go, dude, Soder is coming in with a fucking hammerhead.
Just fucking jumping into roofs like Super Mario. And breaking bricks.
Oh, dude, that's my new live show. I go, are you ready to watch this cinder block be smashed? Everyone's like, smash it.
Yeah, you're like, are y'all? It's like, what's this?
Gallagher?
Gallagher goes, are y'all ready for the Dominator?
Oh.
The pulverizer?
I know a lot of you are thinking what's on your mind. I'm about to show you. Smash! Oh! Well, what do we have over here? A steel table? Well, no one could smash through that. Think again!
Who's, Lou, you don't give a shit about football, huh?
No, I don't.
And Jacob, nothing.
Lou thinks they're sissies since they started putting on helmets.
That's why that's his opposition to wearing a helmet himself.
Yeah, he goes, I won't do it because they won't do it. Yeah, he goes, real men don't wear helmets.
Yeah, a DJ, unruly.
I'll take CTE.
It was so the person here who should be feeling the best definitely is Black Lou.
Yeah,
I think the Eagles look to me like they could be like if they play really, really good high level, like at absolute best, a 10-16.
Okay. Well, and what are your predictions for your Cowboys?
But probably closer to like 9-7.
I think the Niners are going to go 6-10, maybe 5-11.
I think Sixers get back to like a 9-7 this year.
Before this game,
the Eagles, I mean.
Before this game, I actually thought the Cowboys would go 9-7. They have the third toughest schedule in the league.
Okay.
As far as, in order, playing playoff teams or whatever. But I thought they would go 9-7 and take the wild card. But I'm thinking 13-3.
Ooh,
Jeez.
That's a real sexy record.
Reason being, the schedule's getting easier. Okay. I'm not sure if you know this, but David Johnson is out for 12 weeks now.
Right.
Okay. So
I know right? a lot of injuries, and it really got me talking. Actually, when I was watching the game with Christine yesterday, and just saying, I'm like, this game, it really is, because we have a friend who they're concerned about their son playing football, very much, and the dad's like, let him play.
How old's the kid?
Pop Warner. He's 11, 12.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. They're putting an article out where they talked about kids 8 and up hit each other where their helmets collide with the same G-force as Division I athletes. So when
just proportionally to what
you are, you hit with the same G-force that like a D1 athlete would get hit with.
Really?
Yeah. Because, dude, I'll tell you this, man. I've definitely got concussed in Pop Warner. I mean, we lost the game 116-0. I probably picked up a baker's dozen in that.
You guys were called the concussions.
Yeah, they're like, guys, let's hope you.
The Aurora concussions.
He goes, best case scenario, you guys are concussed and don't remember this ass whooping.
Your helmets are just, they have the drawings of like the birds flying around your head.
Yeah. We always forget our plays, and they're like, that's the concussion way.
Because, sorry, guys, I thought we said run play.
Oh, you didn't mean throw it and then get ran over by the guy who caught the interception?
So, yeah, maybe they shouldn't, but I'm just saying, anyway, in the NFL, for sure, I'm like, it's just... I mean, to say we've gotten away from, like, the days of, like, man fights lion, which Dave Smith's got a great bit about that, actually, on his on that special.
On Libertas.
Available now. But, like, it really is such gladiator. I mean, these guys smash into each other. I mean, right away, the premier trade that the Eagles are a part of this season to get Ron Darby from the Buffalo Bills, like, just running so fast and stop and go running. His foot just broke off of his leg.
I was just talking about Ruben.
He dislocated his foot from his ankle dislocated. That's fucking, and that's it. And they cart him off the field. It's over.
But I was just talking about
every game has actually had I was just talking
about Reuben Foster, the rookie linebacker that we have, and he makes this unbelievable cut to the ball, and then a 340-pound man pushes him down where his leg hyperextends and his ankle bends backwards, and you're like, and he got carted off the field, and you're like, oh God, he was so good. He was in on every tackle. You're like, we got this guy in the first round. This guy's going to save our franchise. And he's gone.
When you see that, when they show you the team like picture, like a real team picture, you're like, why is there so many fucking guys when there's only 11 playing? Because they just play on. It's like an army. It's like those guys in the front are going to get killed, and then we're going to take other guys out. It really is. Like, it's so crazy violent, man. By the way, I'm not against it. I'm like, if you want to fucking go play it, play it.
Let me tell you this. I love football.
I love it.
I fucking love it. And I'm also very aware of the science that's being done where they're like, hey, if you play this, basically you're going to leave with a head injury. And you're like, yeah, I love a fucking...
Depends how you play. Look, Rondé Barber called the Eagles game. He sounds fucking perfect.
Well, here's the thing... in the article,
dumb as a doorknob.
I've read about 4 or 5 articles. Rolling Stone did a really good article about the science that was coming out at CTE, and one of them said is they can't predict who's going to react to it.
It makes black people smarter.
Yeah, they go, what if I told you their credit scores went up?
CTE's good for black brains.
But
that would be great science.
They did a thing where they said that they don't know why people like Troy Aikman got so many concussions and Steve Young got so many. I think it's older than this. The article I'm talking about was a couple of years old, so I don't know when this one came out. But it is, and they interview old players. Yeah, it's from 2017. This is, that's it. That's the article, which is a great one. It's talking about how high school football players.
We'll put it out at the Bonfire SXM.
On Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, but on Twitter at the Bonfire SXM to see this article I'm talking about in Rolling Stone called This Is Your Brain on Football. And they talk about high school football is crazy. Like, you're getting a bunch of concussions from just playing. So your friend's son is like, that's the thing. It's going to turn into like,
that's Michelle. Yeah, it's her son. So yeah, maybe you shouldn't play. I mean, if you care about your kid.
great though. Her son said, he was like, "Mom, this may be disrespectful, but nothing is going to come between me and my NFL career."
Oh. But he's also from a household where he goes, and if not, I'll become an agent.
That's so funny.
I'll be a sports agent.
I know that because I said the same shit, and then you fucking get to high school and play football with black kids, and you're like, I'm not going to be in the NFL.
Because I'm not going to be a sports agent either. He goes, I'm not going to try to control these monsters.
This Jewish kicker knows all the angles.
I don't try to get a contract for this animal? Hell no.
I can't even convince him to fucking get me out of this locker he stuffed me in.
How about this in football? This is a pretty crazy story going on. So when I've gotten tickets to go to the game from Nate Bargatze, essentially, I tell you, it's that 6 degrees of separation. Nate's dad's a magician, a person he, I think, worked very closely teaching magic to, I believe, even.
Was the long snapper for the Eagles.
Long snapper for the Eagles, who got, I guess, out of desperation on this side of the Saints. He's been on the Eagles for 11 seasons.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to, or he didn't, he got traded to the Saints.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Christine brought that up too early.
Oh.
He got traded to the Saints, so when you get traded, they do always, like, a new physical.
Yeah, they do that in every sport.
To make sure.
It's the test the product. It's the key bump of the ounce in a drug movie. That's what it is.
You go to it, and they look over you and go, they smile, they go, yeah.
But then if a guy comes with a torn ACL, you go, this is sugar. Get him! Don't let him out of here.
John Durenboss, who also everyone people know a lot from AGT. This was a bummer too. The day after he got traded, he was on AGT on a recorded piece. He does a card trick with cards that have all Eagles symbols on them. And at the end he goes, and all the cards, he goes, I'm going to take what's the card you picked? Darren Sproles. It's like players on the Eagles. And then at the end he goes, and there is your card. He goes, all right, go Birds. And I'm like, oh. But he gets traded.
But the better about that is if he would have gone, now take those cards, now look at them. And again, these were Eagles cards. Now they're Saints cards. I've been traded. You go, that is real magic.
And he just spins around and his jersey changes.
And he goes, I now play Go Saints. Who that trying to beat them Saints?
Them Saints.
Yeah. So he gets traded.
Gets traded, does the physical, aortic aneurysm, which is a very dangerous heart condition that he has to get operated on. And it probably, they said, saved his life. That trade saved his life. If he didn't get traded, he wouldn't have.
How do you get checked for that? I'm a hypochondriac, so now I'm like, maybe I have that.
Oh, we both have it.
Yeah, should we go get checked?
I was having a stroke like 30 minutes ago.
Aortic aneurysm. I'm all, it's a double A.
It's something terrible. Yeah. But it's it sounds like it's a terrible thing. It's a very serious condition, actually. But he'll be okay, I believe.
That's got to be crazy when you go in for, There's always those stories where you go in for like a routine checkup and they're like, you were going to die in an hour if you didn't come in. And you're like, that's the worst story for hypochondriacs because you're like, I should go to the doctor every day, every hour. I should check in once an hour with my doctor.
The lead singer of Testament, the metal band Testament, has a fucking story like that.
Where he went in and they're like, you're about to die.
By chance, it was like, we got to take your blood pressure for something before this. You can get tour insurance or something. You know what I mean? And when he went there, they were like, dude, you're going to die like today. Like, there was something crazy like that. But yeah.
At what point are you like,
but John Durenboss, best wishes to him, man. He's, he was always the guy who got us hooked. I don't even think he knows, he doesn't know me
but he knows Nate's dad.
But he knows, and I just, best wishes to him, man. That's great.
My buddy, my buddy Rob Alberino that works with the 49ers came from Philly and was buddies with John. And, and tweeted out a lot of nice things. But yeah.
About that?
Yeah, apparently he was well loved in the Eagles franchise.
Oh, he was like the, because he did the magic and everything. He was a personality. He was.
Yeah.
Like the guy, he did all. He was the the PR almost. He was the guy who went out and did all the interviews.
And that sucks when you got to think about that in sports, that's the job where all of a sudden someone's like, it happens in other jobs where like I got transferred to Santa Fe, but it's like not as sexy as being like I'm playing on the Vikings now.
Dude, he's got a nuts story. His father killed his mother.
Oh, cool.
Then he went to live with his sister with his aunt, who took them in, and she's like a great lady because he'd bring her out on AGT.
Yeah.
And live with her and his sister. And he sent in he sent in videos of the good kids on his high school football team.
Yeah.
To college with his name on the thing, and he got a scholarship to go to He got a scholarship to go to like where I don't remember where he went.
Genius.
He faked his admission video.
And then he just became, because he wasn't very good, he just became a long snapper. He just specialized in long snapping.
Genius.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. It's like Michelle's son, if he wants to get in the NFL, be crafty like that.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I'm going to snap the shit out of this ball.
Oh, yeah. It could be a kicker. It's going to be an awesome kicker.
Dude, my friend
the kickers can get fucked up.
Dude, my friend Chad was a punter at a D1AA school. That's high up there. He played at Northern Colorado, and he was actually on the same team as Vincent Jackson, the wide receiver for the Bucks now, I believe. Dude, he moved it. Have I never told you this story? He moved to Tucson right after he graduated, and I graduated, and I was like, hey, I'm going to stay for a year and work in radio and do stand-up in Tucson. Then I'm going to move to New York. And he's like, I'm going to move down there with you, because he was getting invitations to try out for Arena League teams, and he was hoping he was going to get an invitation to try out for an NFL team, because he was like, great. He was a fucking great kicker in high school, great punter in college. He was a punter and kicker at his school. He's like, hey, can you help me practice? Like, just catch punts for me? And I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to. I'll go help out. So we went out to this high school football field, and I'm just this fucking hungover stoner. I mean, I haven't played football in 6 years, so I'm just like,
onside's a kick. He just guns at your chest.
I go, boy. It was the tip caught me right in the solar plex. He starts punting, and punters can kick the ball two ways, where it goes up and then it kind of leads with its ass, or it goes over, and that's how they can like decide how it's going to like stick when they're trying to get coffin corners and like, pin it inside the 20. Dude, he kicked it, and I didn't know it could change like that, and it came back down, and when it comes back, when it goes up and it comes down on its ass, it comes down fast. And so, dude, it came down and split my lip. I was like, I took one right on the grill. Hard. Like, it came down, and I was like, and he goes, oh shit, sorry, dude. I was like, no, that's cool. And I had the thing where like I could feel my lips swell up and blood come out. I'm like, no, that's cool, man, whatever. I lost it in the sun. That's what happened. Dude, I got this shit knocked out of me. And it hurt.
I bet that hurt so much. Coming from so high up.
Dude, he can bomb them. Bomb them. Yeah, dude.
Bomb them.
Woo! He fucking hit, dude. And then I was like, I don't want to. I did that thing where I was like, I'm fine, but I don't want to help you anymore.
Dude, catching a pass from like a high level like quarterback is
terrifying.
When you hear, I've done it a few times, dude, and it hurts when it's coming in. You hear wind going around the ball. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That sound. When it's coming in, it's like cutting wind. You're standing still, and it sounds like you're running. Because you're like,
dude, my buddy played.
It's coming in hot.
My buddy played college baseball. And, he played at Texas. And when I was like a sophomore, he was like, I saw him, and he was like in town in Tucson. He's like, hey. He's like, come and watch us practice or whatever. After practice, he's like, dude, grab a glove. And I grabbed a glove, and he threw it, like, gunned one at me, and it was like, snap! And it hit the glove, and I was like, ow, 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 ow. And then I threw it back, I'm all, oh, that was cool, Calvin. Throw it again. And by the end, I was like, hey, so you just want to go grab a beer? I'm kind of done doing this right now. And I'm like, I pulled the glove off. I was like, fuck. Yeah. Dude, oh, God.
Can I tell you my favorite thing about yesterday's football? I was telling Black Lou this before we started. I'm happy you weren't even here for it. J.J. Watt. You can find this, Christine. J.J. Watt. Did you hear me say this, Jacob? J.J. Watt comes out of the gates. Houston Texans.
Yeah.
When he comes out onto the field, he's swinging. Dude, J.J. Watt's like intro Houston. He comes out holding a flag.
Yeah.
Like Houston's, like,
yeah, the Texas flags.
And just really being like, he's like,
this is for everybody.
Yeah.
$18 million raised. We put the city on our back, brother.
Yeah, wait, don't play it yet,
Hulk Hogan shit.
Don't play it yet, though. Yeah, you know what? Play it. Play how he comes out.
Yeah, there's an ad.
Oh, it's fine.
But here it is.
He comes out on the...
Oh, here it is. Look. Texas flag.
Read his lips to it, everything. The place is losing their minds. Flames! Just for him and that flag!
It's a moment ago here at NRG Stadium. J.J. Watt running onto the field with the flag of the state of Texas.
Oh. And he goes, you see him go like, let's do this. Let's get out there and do this.
People lost their homes. We're about to win this game. So, it's the Jaguars. It's the puny, shitty Jaguars. These cats can suck my dick. Come on, Texas. Let's do it.
Everything's bigger in Texas, like our dicks up these feline asses. Let's do it for Houston.
Oh. Houston might have got hit with the hurricane, but now the Jaguars are about to get hit by some Texans. And
put that Lone Star right up your dick. Anyway, the final score was like 33-3 or something, like
24-6. I believe it was 24-6. Look that up. But they straight got their shit pushed.
Whatever it was, they just got dumb. They never got to the end zone.
Yeah.
J.J. Watt's on defense.
What was it?
29-7.
29-7. Okay.
J.J. Watt's on defense, which is the part of the team that got their assholes kicked.
If it would have been like 10-7, you're like, oh man, J.J. really tried.
But I mean, the emotions of that, you should never overbuild emotions for things. And
this is our moment. This is what we came here to do. Guys, why did we give up the cover 2 so easy?
But coming out that big, dude, that's what brought me to a video that I wanted to show you. I was trying to figure out what we should talk about today. We should take our first break, but I want to tell you we're coming back. I found a video on Worldstar today, which, Black Lou, did you find this one too? Cocky fighters.
Oh, yeah.
Before and after.
Yes, dude, let's just take a break. I want to get back to this immediately.
It's great.
Let's just say, I want to be right back. You're listening to It's the Bonfire. I'm so excited.
Both next hour.
Huh?
They're both next hour.
Boo. You guys heard it. Boo. No, I guess we're not going to read. I like reading.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Because it's the Bucks and the Vikings on Monday night.
I'll tell you what, it is pretty cool that
there's a doubleheader tonight.
Is it?
2 Monday Night Football games.
Are there?
Did you advance in the Bettington pool?
I did. I took the Steelers.
Oh, nice. I took
That was a little dicier than I thought it was going to be, though.
Dude, I took the Falcons over the Bears, and it came down to a 4th down play in the red zone, and I was like, I thought it was going to be the 3rd year in a row I got bounced in the first week of the Bettington pool.
Jesus. I thought I was going to get hit out of that, too. But yeah. No, I'm all right.
It's the Bonfire on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. We're talking football.
Because I took the Dolphins. Where am I at now?
No, yeah. A lot of people took the Patriots over the Chiefs, and that fucking didn't work out for them.
I'll tell you what. I was going to just go Patriots week 1 and just do it like that. But then I looked at it was the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs are one of those teams I never ever think about, but they're always like subtly like pretty good.
It's also your boy Andy Reid.
It's Andy Reid.
And my boy Alex Smith.
Yeah, so I really like I don't like betting against them. In fact, I'm actually worried. I think that might be I'm going to Calgary this weekend.
Yeah, yucks.
Right.
So if you're up in Calgary, which is a great comedy town.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. It reminds me a lot of Colorado. It reminds me a lot of Denver. But if you're in the Calgary area, Jay's going to be at Yucks the 14th through the 16th. That's this Thursday through Saturday. Then he's going to be in Rhode Island at the Comedy Connection, another great club. September 22nd and 23rd, and the Cabot Comedy Club in Chicopee, Mass. Are you doing that run?
Yeah.
I did that run. It's fun. I did it with Tim Dillon.
Yeah. Me and Justin Silver's going to go.
Great. Yeah. BigJComedy.com. I take that back. I did it with Justin Silver.
Yeah. You did.
Justin and I did that same run. It was a lot of fun. And, of course, pick up Dave Smith's debut special, Libertas. It's available now, gasdigitalnetwork.com.
And Dan, of course, going to be at Rumors Comedy Club in Winnipeg, Canada. We're Canadian jet setters, man.
Oh, fucking, we're going north, huh?
September 28th through Saturday, September 30th. After that, he's going to be in San Diego at the American Comedy Company. Great club, great place to see Dan there. Thursday, October 5th through Saturday, October 7th. Get your tickets at dansoder.com. And also check out his half-hour special as part of the stand-ups which is doing very well. I heard some information today that they're doing great.
One of the camper tweeted me a write-up that this girl from Northern Illinois did about my special, and she called me like a whiny man-child, and I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, right? And
what? But anyway, I was saying I'm going to be, in Calgary. So that's the west to east travel home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to miss the game, but I'm DVRing it.
Okay.
So I have to avoid right away that.
Social media.
No social media.
Yeah.
Get home.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to shit and shower and everything.
Yeah.
It sucks because it's cheat day, but it's only going to be like a half a cheat day, really.
You know what you do with that? You know how you subsidize that? Grab something gross in the airport.
It's never worth it.
If there's a Chick-fil-A, you're coming from Calgary, where's your layover? Minneapolis?
I'm hoping none.
I don't know if there's a direct flight. I think you have to
There's 2 a day.
Oh, my rowdy friends are taking direct flights.
I may not have one. I don't know.
Okay.
My manager buys my flights sometimes, and it's going to go goofy sometimes. So I might be on a shitty layover.
But you're bringing up Calgary
because I'm coming home for the LA, so I just hate avoiding like the game for so fucking long. That's a bitch.
When I'm working in San Diego, I'm actually flying from San Diego to Indianapolis on that Sunday to watch the Niners Colts.
Yes, and here's why I was bringing it up, pothead, because that's the Chiefs they're playing.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's rather they're coming out of the gates flying high, beating
Andy Reid. Yeah, but it's also Andy Reid taking on his old team.
Everything does not look good for the Eagles, except that I think it might be in Philly.
Okay, there you go. Might be at the link. So you guys are in Haim.
That's the best bet.
Well,
home.
Don't get cocky like J.J. Watt and then get slapped.
Dude, that makes me laugh so hard.
Well, there's nothing better than that because it's like a boxer making a big prediction and getting knocked out.
Right. But it's also that we talked before, Prince Nassim Hamed coming out on a magic carpet and doing a dance and buying the time to do that. And then getting run down by Marco Antonio Barrera and just the shit beat out of him for the entire fight. And he's still trying to do like spinning backflip punches. And the other guy just keeps moving forward as he's doing all that goofy shit. It was great. And that happening. And I've pointed out, which is part of this video I want you to watch, but we've talked about before, and I've talked about it with Christine at length because I always think it's the funniest thing, like, like the relations of men and women as it pertains to sports, especially, was that, she was supposed to be, Ronda Rousey was supposed to be such a female leader and
she was. She was unbeatable for 2 years.
But saying all the stuff she was saying, and then, but like, when she lost, she goes right away, she's like, I thought about killing myself, because who am I? I'm like, what a cunt. And then she goes, why didn't I kill myself? Oh, because I looked over and I saw Travis Brown, my husband, and I was like, oh, I have to have that man's babies. I gotta stay alive. Like, oh, it all just reverts back to fucking, I have to gather.
Yeah, Well, you found a video on Worldstar called When Cocky Fighters Get Humbled. So I'm already intrigued.
So it's example. That's one of the examples that's in there, but you.
Also, they show them, and it's professional fighters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, these are all people you know. The first one, I believe, is Adrien Broner.
There's a lot of people in here that hate me, but y'all really love me.
He is wearing jewelry like Mr. T.
And he's fighting Marcos Maidana, who's a fucking beast. That's the guy that gave it to fucking, Maidana's first fight with Mayweather. He won the first 4 rounds and was just beating the shit out of him. So that dude's like this Argentinian badass.
And at this time, Adrien Broner was like unbeatable.
Well, he was the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I mean,
he was supposed to be the next Floyd Mayweather.
Talk tons of shit.
But then he come in overweight. Fast. He did a rap album. He really kind of like, Mayweather talks a lot of shit, but Mayweather lives in the gym. People don't realize that. Like, he lived in the gym.
He can't afford it. He's really tight with his money.
Hate is just love at the end of the day. Y'all just don't know it yet. So after the performance that I put on December 14th, I hope my haters become fans. Skills when you fight. This is an individual sport. You can go lift weights with your teeth. You can go push cars for 2 months. That shit ain't gonna help you in the ring, man. Cause
his gold teeth.
You know, If comics did this, it would be constantly bombing where you're like, I'm just going to let Winnipeg know, Saturday Night Late Show, you better wear a diaper because I'm going to make you piss your pants. I'm bringing the funniest shit you ever heard. You better, you know what, get a babysitter, get a hotel, because you're going to need to lay down when I'm done.
I'm going to make a motherfucker shit themselves straight across the Midwest.
You know what? Jamie Lee Curtis uses me as yogurt in the morning because I make motherfucking shit. That's how much I make people laugh.
I'm like a morning cigarette.
Call me Insure.
I'll make you doo-doos.
Yeah. You like coffee and cigarettes? Well, that's basically my comedy. Opening buttholes. They call me the proctologist.
Christine.
Bills to pay the bills, and I got enough will. My last name could be Smith. It's gonna get ugly, man. It's gonna get ugly, man. I don't know if he's faking like he don't understand English, but after December 14th, he's gonna speak English. How long you know McDonald?
Oh, this is after the. Oh, this is before the fight.
Before the fight, still.
Oh, these are all clips of Adrien Broner being cocky.
Yes.
Oh boy.
About 2 years now. You know, for about 2 years? You can tell me the truth. He didn't want to fight me. He wanted to meet me in person for real, didn't he? He just wanted to meet me in person, didn't he?
By the way, I love that he's talking to Maidana's cornerman, one of Maidana's cornermen, so they watch him when they get their hands taped. There has to be someone from your corner to watch to make sure they don't do anything fishy. And the guy just does this laugh where he goes, because he goes, yeah, he just wanted to meet me, right? He just wanted to be friends with Adrien Broner, and he's just like this.
He doesn't want to fight me. He doesn't want to fight me.
He goes like this. He goes, okay, this is do this, because my friend is going to beat the fuck out of you.
He goes,
no, my friend Marcos Maidana is dangerous, man.
Your Negro cornerman does not know we're putting nickels in the right.
I hope you know that his hands in our country are they are looked at as lightning bolts. Have fun. You're going to die. Do you have children? He's talking. He goes, you have children? Please kiss them before you fight, my friend. Tell them you love them.
He just wanted to meet me in person, take a few pictures, shout him out on Instagram, give me some followers. He ain't want to fight me for real, man.
And it was a feud.
And Marcos Maidana.
Now, what's happening here?
It is a knockout.
It is the most wobbly leg loss I've ever seen since Zab Judah.
But here he is. I mean, look at him. That guy throws hammers.
He's asleep in the air.
Bounces off the rope.
And he wakes up and realizes that he's going to explain a lot of things he said.
Oh, God.
And then finally the referee jumps in and just saves him.
Yeah, at the Bonfire SXM if you want to see this video. It's just showing that. Okay. And then.
That's so great. Yeah.
Oh, they put the piano music?
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
Wait, so you have to...
You know, it happens to the best of them. And
you got to go back a little bit.
Always, by the way,
right now, I'm still one of the best.
I'm going to start carrying around bomb sunglasses. So if I bomb, I can wear sunglasses the way fighters do after they get their shit kicked.
Oh,
yeah. Hold on. I got some in my bag. Where's my bag?
Some shades?
Oh, dude. How great would it be to have bomb shades?
You know what, man? Right there, I came out of the gates a little aggressive, a little dirty.
I go like that. Hold on, I go. Yeah, man. You know, I didn't know the check drop was going to happen 20 minutes in. I feel like the feature went a little long, and he did some similar stuff that I was going to do. But, hey, I put out 2 specials in 14 months, so you can't be coming with all new stuff, and the new stuff, it ain't going to work all the time. But, just look forward to the next gig, moving on to San Diego.
Dan, question.
Yeah.
Why do you have those glasses? Are you a boardwalk bike cop?
Dude, is that what they look like? God damn it. I can't pick out sunglasses.
You sure as shit can't.
You gotta help me pick out sunglasses.
Are you Dog the Bounty Hunter?
I am the dog. The big bad dog.
The bounty hunter.
Oh no, are they that bad?
Huh?
Are they that bad?
Yeah.
Damn it. Are they bad, Lou?
Yeah, they look like Terminator 2.
Yeah. Come with me if you want to live. Of course.
No, yeah, those are, nope.
I'm a self-hating computer, a comedian. I'm a self-resenting organism. I did not have a father. That's why I'm a comedian.
What are they? What brand?
I don't know, dude. I bought them on fucking some beach island. God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You bought them. They weren't like expensive. They were like a little.
They're sunglasses.
They were a little. Yeah, I'm telling you. If you want nice sunglasses, like you do have to actually spend a couple bucks on them.
All right, dude.
No, I don't have a nice pair that I've spent money on. Ever.
Jacob likes them, but Jacob's into beach culture. That's why he's wearing a sheepskin hoodie in there.
Like, that look so good when I'm teaching neglected wives beach volleyball.
He goes,
Yeah.
Dan, I don't mean to come at you at high tide, but those are great.
So here you go. So he loses.
Oh, damn, I thought these sunglasses really were winners.
Adrien, huh?
What's wrong with them?
Nothing, man.
Just move forward, Jacob. I don't want to talk about it.
Nothing's wrong at all, man. We're probably going to go. Do you want to talk about it with Dan while you guys paddleboard later?
He's swimming out on a surfboard going like this. I really like the way the sound effects are going recently, dude. I think we're hitting our wave.
I really think we've hit our mellow stride.
Oh, yeah.
What, this is Adrien Broner. He gets knocked out.
Yeah, Marcos Maidana is a fucking beast.
Yeah, so here's afterwards. This is what Adrien Broner said. So you remember. It's pausing already. You're just like, let's see.
What had happened was his hand hit my face multiple times until I fell down, and that was where I went wrong.
That's funny. He goes, and I'm going to knock him out on record. Oh, homeboy just wanted to meet me, right? He's wanted to say he met Adrien Broner, right?
Oh, he's going to kiss me on my belly, give me a raspberry. He's going to give me a raspberry on my tummy.
Want to give me a couple of Zerberts, just go about his day, huh? And then afterwards he goes, you know, man, I think sports is sports, right? And, you know.
Gotta be a winner, gotta be a loser.
Go ahead, Christine.
Okay. You know, it happens to the best of them, and
Oh, pause it right here. Look at his hot chick behind him trying to be remorseful that he's got his ass whooped. Screen grab that, because she's just thinking right now, she's like, does he lose all this money?
She's texting the other guy.
Because, she goes, Marco, you go,
who are you?
She goes, I'm only one locker room away, baby. I could be right over there.
I go, no comprendo. No comprende. No.
Listen up, you little small motherfucker. I'm going to come over there.
You tight little powerful Argentina.
You throw low. You got low center of gravity. Get up under me, huh? Work these old big-ass thighs. Yeah.
And Adrien Broner's giving the ear. He goes, I can feel my girlfriend leaving me.
You know, man, that was like that. She wasn't even really my full-time bitch. She was just like my fights bitch.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like she's like, is the money gone now? All right.
She goes, do I have to kiss his big, dumb, swollen face?
That's the worst about gold-digging boxing wives.
He's like, you're just going to leave me now, tonight, like this?
Looking like this?
This is when you're going to leave, when I feel my lowest.
Oh, I thought we were going to be together forever, so in 30 years I can wake up out of nowhere and try to snap your head.
I thought you were going to put frozen peas on my lip. You going to go fuck that Hispanic man?
That's South American?
You gonna have sex with Hispanic men when I'm sitting here putting frozen peas in my own lips?
Even as of right now, I'm still one of the best.
Okay.
I wanna congratulate Team Maidana. He did a hell of a job. You know, he fought a hell of a fight, and he was the better man for tonight.
What makes me so confident that
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, she's so
Here we go. Yeah, that's where it really is like, oh man, they're fighting such a tough job because you have to fight someone, but you also got to talk shit. That's the hardest part.
You don't have to.
If you want to sell fucking tickets, you do. And it's pretty obvious because Chael Sonnen's like the best at it.
There's a promotion about it. Yeah,
it's promotion. And that's why you looked at like the McGregor-Mayweather thing, and it was like, people were like, fuck that on paper.
But you can also approach the way you do it, though. You can approach it with a thing. It's like I'm the best. Like nobody can beat me. But some people go for a real and also fuck this dude.
Well, look at the major fight this Saturday that I'm excited for. I'm taking the night off so I can see it. Is Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez, which is a major fight. It's super middleweight. It's the two best middleweight fighters right now. It's the two best fighters. It's such a major boxing match for people who like boxing. Yeah. It is huge, and they're both guys that come going forward. They're both Mexican-style fighters where they're just going to keep throwing punches at each other. It's going to be a very exciting fight.
They have to make the super fights in boxing or it's going to be done.
But here's the problem with those two. He's from Kazakhstan and Canelo's from Mexico, and they're both like, they're not talking shit. They're just kind of like, they're talking shit in the braggadocious way where he's like, I'm going to beat him up. But they're not making it a huge thing, a spectacle where it's not reaching the media. It's just kind of like, these two guys are
do they
great.
speak English?
Nope.
Oh, that's the problem, because nothing translates good to English. I know that from being, I was married to Carla.
Yeah.
And you go to those things, and it's always like, it's like, oh, there's an old, Colombian saying. And you're like, what is the saying? And it's like, oh, well, the translation is like,
eggs.
2 yaks if you want to win in life.
This reminds me.
What?
This reminds me of an old saying in Colombia. It is, if you walk down the street, the light will turn. That doesn't mean shit to me.
It really is. It's always like that, you know what I mean?
An old Colombian saying, an hour only swoops down for a mouse.
It's always been, it's like, well, they say in Colombia, the translation is, don't drink tea in a glass room.
You're like, what?
Why?
Yeah.
It's like, no, because, well,
you know what they say?
Doesn't really translate, right?
You know what they say in Colombia? A branch leads to nowhere.
Why do they say that?
I don't even think they say that.
Yeah. Well, because the sharpest tree always comes in third.
What?
Why is there even a saying about who comes in third?
Well, no, you got to understand, in Colombian culture, the tree, you know what? Fuck. Yeah. Fuck this. Fuck all this.
Yeah, you got to do the whole thing.
Fuck
whatever the real one that I have in my head was that I'll never remember, it was always something, it's like, it's about a kangaroo, but the babies go in the pouch, but the world's different, though.
Yeah. Even English speak. Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, let's watch Ronda Rousey get humbled.
Well, that's why that's why the foreign guys I don't think talk.
But I'll tell you what,
when they had on the bottom of the screen, when he goes, because the translation's always like, I will beat him nice and good.
Well, that's why I have that bit about that, about the translators, where they're like, I want to destroy him. And you're like, that's not at all what it sounded like he said. Yeah. He just said so many things, and that can't be the only thing that he said. Because they try to spice it up. Yeah. He's like, I'm not going to tell him all the rest of it.
Sal gave us a thing we'll get into one day this week.
Oh, yeah. I saw
videos, because especially for Hurricane Irma. And best wishes to any campers who are going.
Yeah, in the Florida, North Carolina, Louisiana, just down in the Gulf area. It's crazy this year.
I hope your power comes back on soon, and best wishes and hope that. Cause I went through a hurricane, so I know it fucking sucks.
Yeah. Well, let's get back to these videos of fighters being humbled.
What makes me so confident that I can win is I'm the greatest fighter in the world. I truly believe it.
Hold on. She sounds drunk. Rewind that. She goes, what do I think I'm going to do?
She looks drunk, actually.
She goes, I think I'm the greatest fighter in the world. This bitch could suck my clit.
So wait, you want to know why I think I'm the best fighter in the world? Because,
$20, I'll go pee.
He's a faggot. He's a faggot. And you're all kind of faggots.
She goes, I'll fight a guy. Bring a guy up here. I'll fight a guy right now. You guys want me to fight a man? I'll fight a man.
She'll be like, and she gets in his ear.
A real man.
She gets in here, she goes, I'm going to suck your dick. I was like, knee to the gut.
That's self-defense. It's called the bait and switch.
I'll be the guy up here. She pulls out her tiger lady thing. The claws that come out. She Wolverines your face.
Ronda!
You asked me to do this!
It was a deep...
Right? I did, didn't I?
So I just say
exactly.
Yes. You should have got it, and you go, it's a deep scratch. I mean, I don't need stitches, but I'm going to have to butterfly this thing.
It's built to collect DNA.
Yeah, no, I got you, rapist. What?
You try to put your hands in me. We're in a press conference, lady.
This is a martial arts demonstration.
What makes me so confident that I can win is I'm the greatest fighter in the world.
Right there.
I truly believe it.
Rhonda, do you think you could beat Holly Holm without using your grappling?
Yeah. I think I could beat every girl in my division with one hand.
All of these girls. It's not that I'm bigger and stronger and so much physically more than them. It's how you think when you're in there. And they walk in thinking they got it all figured out. They all have the answer. And
I'll try to get it over with quick so you guys aren't bored.
I mean, but she was just beating the shit out of people in like 13 seconds, like Instagram videos.
I know.
You could watch a whole Ronda Rousey match on an Instagram video.
It was amazing.
She's got her. She's down.
I bought
it's
in.
Done.
I bought in completely.
Yeah, I think everyone did. She was on a roll.
I respect all that, everything, all you being sweet. I see right now that it's fake and you're going to get it on Sunday. You're not the first person that thought that you had the perfect plan to beat me. It's not the first time your camp thought that they had the perfect plan to beat me. I'm going to show you on Sunday why I'm the champ.
Her hands are down and her chin is down.
Here's the fight.
And they're showing the fight. She's already bloody and breathing like a doof.
Oh, miss.
She swings and misses, and then it's just a big, freckly, ginger dude kicking her in the face.
I fucking told you not to come around these parts anymore, Ronda.
Your family threatened my family.
Yeah, I fight you bare knuckle style in the middle of the octagon.
You bring it on, you lad, you sad lads.
Holy home, I am the descendant of the Irish bare knuckle fighter.
I'm gonna haul off on your pretty face, I will.
I got you a whole stack of potatoes in my left hand. Rewind it a little bit, Christine.
This is the best. When she's on Ellen, I thought this was.
Look at Holly Holmes' back.
She sounds so stupid.
All right,
dude. Holly Holmes looks like young Ron Howard in the face. Oh, you're not pretty no more, are you?
I smush you at the bottom. Put the bottom hand. Just as me father used to wake me up in the morning. That was called a Mr. Home Hello.
I hope you found yourself a 4-leaf clover, because you're going to need luck to stop this fight.
Oh, have fun drinking milkshakes for the next 7 weeks. Rearranged your jaw. That was me father's alarm clock. Time to wake up. Time to wake up.
Papa, why are you beating me with hammer fists? Because you got to be at school, he told me, Holly.
Yeah, and he'd say, get up for your training, or else I'll give you another snooze button.
A snooze button.
Call that. We call a hammer listed in my house a snooze button.
I'll give you 5 more minutes. Yay!
Now you're out for 9.
You got 9 more minutes.
I'm going to put you away for 9 more minutes, and I'll wake you back up.
Oh, you want to snooze, do you?
I'll hit you like the side of an old JVC TV.
Trying to get goddamn signal won't come back on.
Oh, to tell me Dad used to beat me in the morning.
Now listen to her. Listen to what she says.
Oh, God damn.
Like, what am I anymore if I'm not this? And I was literally sitting there and like thinking about killing myself, and then exact second I'm like, I'm nothing. I'm like, what do I do anymore? And no one gives a shit about me anymore without this. And then
pause it.
To be honest, I looked up and I saw.
She's like, and no one cares about me anymore. He goes, you think the people processed all of that in the time you were asleep on the floor?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's it. She's over. Completely done. Like, you lost 1 fight, you fucking lunatic.
By the way, in MMA, which is completely normal.
You're supposed to lose a fight
everyone
at some point.
To have a clean record in MMA is impossible.
Conor McGregor's got several losses.
He's got 4 losses.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I looked over and I was waking up. I would cry.
This is the best part. This is my favorite right here. Just goes like, it all comes back. No matter what, no matter how masculine and manly and badass and tough she is, it all comes back to having a slit in your panties. Because listen right here.
And then, to be honest, I looked up and I saw my man, Travis, was standing there, and I was looking up at him, and I was just like, I need to have his babies. I need to stay alive.
I'm going to have him blow hot batch up inside me.
She goes, I looked at that guy, I go, oh, let's get that fucking semen up in my tum-tum.
I mean...
She goes, I wonder if he's gonna bang me with my eyes swollen shut like I ate food I'm not supposed to.
I'm like, who am I if I'm not the toughest woman in the world, beating up women with my fists and blooding them up? Like, who am I? If they goes, oh, a cum dump for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the guy who has to let this guy plow my sniz out.
She goes, I looked over and I went, well, I gotta give him babies. Why kill myself? Come on, aren't you fucking women empowerment? Like,
fucking dimwit.
Grab whatever you want, baby girl.
She really is dumb as shit.
Well, let's take our break and we'll come back.
It's only one more.
It's only one more?
I think, right? Yeah, it's only one more. Let's just get through it. Let's get through this one. Because then we have guests coming in. We got some fun shit to
this
talk
dude's
about.
from Philly, bruh.
Oh, Eddie Alvarez, man.
He's your guy.
You don't think no shit.
I was just like, I need to have his babies. I need to stay alive.
So I would ask Dana White, please, to give me an easier fight like Conor McGregor. I deserve that. I've been fighting the best guys, so I would like a gimme fight. So Conor, I'm more than welcome that. I think he can get found out if he was ever to fight Rafael dos Anjos or fight myself. He'll get found out very quickly.
Tell him the truth. You ain't got a fucking shot. Tell him the truth. You ain't got a shot.
One round you're gonna.
You ain't got a shot. Your coach knows you ain't got a shot. And anybody who knows anything about fighting knows you ain't got a fucking shot.
Your coach.
You ain't got a shot.
Yo, I'll fucking take you out back, cuz.
Dude, I love Philly versus Ireland is a real fucking bottom rung white people shit.
Yo, fucking, I'll go right to your home and beat you.
Yeah, he goes, oh, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck
You're
are you?
coming to my fucking house. This is where you're at right now, boy.
I don't even care who you are.
Cuz. Yo,
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking knock you. You're gonna be crying into your John's lap all night.
I mean, I remember this fight, so I remember what happened.
Oh, I was at it.
Oh, boy.
Anything about fighting knows you ain't got a fucking shot.
Your coach.
You ain't got a shot.
Connor, one more question.
You're here because you're the easiest dude in this division. That's why you're here.
This is a one-sided asshole beating. I was 4 rows back to watch this annihilation. It was embarrassing. It was him stepping up a weight.
Which, by the way, here's his post-fight press conference.
I didn't fight a good fight. I think I went in with a plan. And stick to the plan. I think I paid for it.
Yo, wasn't a good one?
I'll never define myself by a win, and I'll never define myself by a loss. This is the game. Sometimes you're crazy victorious, sometimes you lose. You put your suit on, you face the music, and you answer.
Were you surprised? But I like
you put on your fucking suit?
I still like Eddie. I mean, even like getting lost, he's still,
listen, sometimes the guys, when they talk shit, when sometimes they talk shit, you get that feeling where you're like, you were told by someone, like, we got to sell some tickets. So go out there and say, because why would Eddie Alvarez think that Conor McGregor is a gimme? I mean, it doesn't make sense to say it's a gimme fight.
It's not a gimme fight.
When he's walking through people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's also going up, like he's winning titles, like he's competing for titles at multiple weight classes.
That was his second belt, right?
That was he unified the belts that night.
Greatest line of all time, shit talking after a fight. He goes, I've run down a load of people on the roster, and I want to apologize to absolutely nobody, the double champion.
All I do is win.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Man, this is a fruity song.
Oh, yeah. This is fucking 80s. This is fucking late 70s, early 80s Coke music. Hey, you know what I was thinking? Why don't we have the quarterback give the ball to the running back, right? And then he throws it to the quarterback. I might be on a lot of blow, but you know,
I think our outfits need more bolts on them, man. More bolts.
What about a light blue, huh? That's the San Diego Superchargers. Hit it, Lou.
Chargers, San Diego. Superchargers, San Diego. Superchargers, San Diego.
They play football music all day on the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. And joining us in studio, you can check him out at Denver Comedy Works, September 21st through the 24th. Old friend of the show, Mike Fenoya.
Yeah.
Also, I should mention the Chargers are playing the Broncos, and the Broncos are my second favorite team. So
me too.
Go Broncos.
They're my second favorite team.
They're playing.
You told me the Eagles were your second favorite team. Remember you used to lie to me? Remember that?
No.
I mean a distant second, because you know me Niners. I'm in fucking vain territory with the Niners.
You got Zubaz pants.
I currently don't have a first place. I'm a Dolphin fan, but I can't take a Jay Cutler team. Oh my God, look at those.
Yeah, dude, Zubaz.
Whoa.
I'm rocking them
back
tonight.
Memory. That was first day of school pants for me for like 3 years in a row.
It's going to be fucking 6 days a week for
some Miami Dolphin Baz?
Oh, yeah.
You're done with the Dolphins.
Dude, I can't do it.
Why?
I can't.
How can you do that? So what do you do then?
I'm sick. Right now, I'm kind of just, I'm going to enjoy this season. I can't jump from team to team.
As what?
I'm taking a break as.
And you're not going to come back to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I fucking hate Jay Cutler. He's the worst player
in NFL, I would say history, as just a quitter, a loser, a piece of shit.
What if I told you, he's here, Jay Cutler, come on,
bring him in.
Why do you not like Jay Cutler? You think he's a piece of shit?
Oh my God, dude! He would quit mid-game on the Bears. Like he would just be done with it. You could tell he was just done with the game, right?
Oh,
you're agreeing with me over here.
There used to be a great.
I would have taken Kaepernick in a heartbeat.
There used to be a great memes called Jay Cutler smoking.
Yeah.
Where he looks, because of the way he's looking. You know, Black Luz knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where they could put cigarettes in his mouth, and you're like, oh, it looks like Jay Cutler smoking all the time. Smoking Jay Cutler. Go to the top one.
Yeah, look at that fucking
but go back, Christine, go to the actual website. The top one. There you
Smoking Jay Cutler.
Smoking Jay Cutler. They just have him like he's got cigarettes in.
That one's great.
It's so perfect.
That really is hilarious. It looks like he's always.
There was a guy on Twitter that had a parody Jay Cutler account that was so funny that he was like, Jesus. He's like, did you guys see my O-line against the Colts? It's like wearing a condom made out of Swiss cheese. I had no protection. Like, this guy used to tweet from like Jay Cutler account, and when he was on because you know Nate Bargatze, Jay
loves him
because he went to Vanderbilt.
That's it.
Yeah,
just
totally.
loves
so he's fucking obsessed.
Die hard
Jay Cutler.
Yeah, man. What the Dolphins never make a move to make themselves better? It's always shit.
Takes a while, man.
Shit.
The Niners still stink.
37 years, man. They've been in the playoffs a couple times. I have this weird theory that the Patriots own the Dolphins, and it's just like they're just creating like shit.
Just there for false wins.
That's it. That's
all you're fucking right, kid. The fucking Pats do own the Dolphins since fucking 01. Since a little fucking mayor Tom Brady came into town.
Dude, how crazy! One time in his career, they missed the playoffs. Once.
And by the way, you know what their record was that year? 10-6.
Yep.
They got in because the Broncos were fucking 9-7, or the AFC West winner at that time was like 9-7, and the Pats were 10-6. I remember that because Joe List would get drunk and yell at me about it.
No. One time in Tom Brady's career, they didn't make the playoffs.
I'm saying, the year that they didn't make the playoffs, the Patriots were still 10-6, and Matt Castle was the quarterback.
Right.
It was the year that Brady got injured in week 1.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't make the playoffs, but they were still 10-6. That's a great record to not make the playoffs.
So how did they not get in because somebody else was 9-7?
Because the 9-7 team was the division winners, and 4 division winners automatically go, and then it's 2 wild card.
Oh, right.
So they didn't get in because they weren't
the best wild card record.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm going to be down in D.C. in October, Niners Skins. 1 o'clock game. Are you? I think I'm going to go too.
I'm going to see. I have to look at a couple things. I have to see because I'm in Boston that weekend, so I have to see how I'm going to get from Boston to D.C.
And back. You have a show Sunday night?
No, I don't do show Sunday night. It's NFL season, bud.
Come on, bud. Yeah, bro.
But I'm going to see. But I'm going to see if I can how cheap a flight or how quick a train is from D.C. to Boston because that's a long
train ride.
That's like an 8-9 hour train ride. But I could sleep maybe overnight. If I caught like a late one in Boston.
Sleeping cabin train? This isn't a...
Yeah.
This isn't a... What?
Yeah, I'm going to fucking do old school.
Going across Europe or something right now?
I go, don't you understand? There was a murder somewhere around Virginia. I don't know what happened.
Your sleeping cabin? That's the sleeping cabin.
Yeah, you're on the sleeping cabin.
We're going to do the Niners...
Eagles.
Philly.
I'm going to mostly away games for the Niners this season.
We had the same.
I think the one home game I'm going to catch is Seahawks at Niners Thanksgiving weekend.
That's awesome.
I'm doing one away game. I'm going to do the week of Conan. I'm going to stay out and do Chargers.
Rams.
Chargers Eagles.
No, Chargers Eagles. Eagles are out there that week.
I mean Eagles Chargers or Eagles Rams?
Chargers are out there that week.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That time's out.
And it's also some really small. It's like the smallest. They play in the smallest.
The Chargers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they play.
It's a soccer stadium in Carson, California. They say.
It used to be the Home Depot Center, but it's only 30,000 seats. We found out today.
The only reason I know about that place.
It's not a lot of seats, which is going to be pretty cool.
The only reason I know about that. That's where Nate used to live in L.A.
Yeah,
Carson.
Really?
Would you say that to people in L.A.? Nate was like, who had the fucking best joke? Someone goes, take it, give it to Nate to find the queens of L.A.
Yeah.
Because of where he lived. It was like so inconvenient to get out there. Fuck, who made that joke? I don't know. One of our friends made that joke.
What is it? Where is it?
It's like, it's where I'm from. It's the South
on the
Bay.
way. It's like on the way to Long Beach.
Yeah.
They all talk, but in California, they talk about these perimeter cities. Like when you hear Christine talk about
Galen West,
when she talks about when we were watching Sierra and Roman's the Q&A, and it was like, She goes, yeah, it takes me an hour to get to L.A. And she's like, oh, but it's like, they mean an hour because of traffic. They're not distance far. Well, how insane it sounds when I was like, I'd love to live in Malibu in L.A. And they go, well, you're not really in L.A. then, my friend, are you? I'm like, am I not? What is it, 15, 20 minutes if there's no traffic?
But people do that in the East Coast where they're like, I live in New York. And like, where do you live? And like, I live in Queens. And they're like, oh, so you don't live in like New York, New York.
Yeah.
You're like,
but that's,
yeah, no, I live in New York, New York.
Well, people say that, but when I say I'm from LA,
but you're doing it the other way. That is New York. Like Christine's like, no, that's down where I live. And we've gone to where Christine lives before. It's not a long, I made that and another spot that night in L.A. Like, what's the big thing?
Well, if there's no traffic, you can get around super quick, but it can take like 2.5 hours to get from Carson to, the center of
It's taking me 2.5 hours to get from the East Village to out of the Holland Tunnel.
And
that's a walk.
And I hear what you guys are both saying, but all I can hear in my head is San Diego Superchargers, San Diego.
Do some
Chargers. Now I get why fucking Chris Berman loved that song so much.
That was such high-lie music, wasn't it? That was straight up just 70s Coke music.
Just doing blow.
I'm excited to go to an away game and wear some Eagles shit out there.
Just talk shit to passive San Diego.
I'm not a
LA.
shit talker.
No, but it's like I don't know who's going to care about the Chargers there because that would have been like Raider.
It's 3 hours. It's 3 hours. It's 3 hours though if you're a fan. That stadium will be full of Chargers fans.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours.
San Diego.
Nothing's worse than going to a game with I used to go to tons of Yankee games with Red Sox fans and they wear their Red Sox shit head to toe and it's like when you start getting the shit kicked out of you, bro.
Well, I'm going to Eagles Niners and I'm wearing Niners stuff.
Have you gone to the Eagles game before?
Nope. Never been to the link.
I know you want to rock your shit and you go, as soon as I see another guy rocking it, I'll be like, I should have. I think when you see another guy rocking it, more so, there's a chance you're going to see that. If you follow that guy all night, that guy's going to have a miserable night.
I'll tell you this. I might not wear a lot of Niner stuff. I will wear a hat.
Can it be black with black writing?
It's black with with just a solid red logo.
Can it say Niners in green?
Black Lou keeps shaking his head no. You keep shaking me off like a base coach.
And Lou is a Cowboys fan. I'm telling you, there's no...
They're a different kind of animal.
Oh, dude, it's the worst.
Okay, but also, I can't face... I don't want to brag about this on air, but I'm going to get field passes. My friend's a coach. I know one of the guys that's the vice president. I'm going to be on the field. I don't want to be on the field for a Niner. For the Niners, we're going on the field. I wasn't going to say that publicly, but me and you are going to go on the field.
Ooh.
Because my fucking best friend from middle school is the run game coordinator. It's not hard
to wear whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm going to wear
a jersey.
I'm trying to say it's I'm going to wear Niner stuff because I'm going to be on the sidelines with the Niners. It's not not during the game, but in the game we have to go back up to the stands, but pregame you can go on the field.
Yeah, we're getting tickets. Just tickets?
We're going to be sitting in seats.
Oh, you got tickets for us?
Yeah, I didn't know that. We're going to be with Niners people.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can wear your Eagle shit all you want.
I have to.
Yeah, you have to, but I'm saying, by the way,
it'd be really funny, just me standing up and everyone can see. It's like a spectacle of, you guys all sitting down, just in that middle of that, just me and my... Hey, aren't these guys all assholes? Assholes. Assholes.
I go, Jay, sit down. Jay, sit down. You're upsetting Kyle Shanahan's wife.
First of all, ma'am, I want to say thank you very much for these tickets. I'm having a wonderful, wonderful time. Hey, everyone, look at these fucking jerk-offs. Hey, there's the coach's wife. I bet we can all pin her down. Yeah.
Go, Jay,
1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck that pussy till it's sore.
Jay,
1, 2, 3,
sit
4.
down. Jay, please sit down.
Pussy till it's sore.
Jay, please sit down. Please sit down.
I'm going to go get a water, miss. Would you like
Sorry,
one?
man, I get amped up.
You go, NFL, huh? Nothing like it. Okay.
Oh, you did?
Hey, you did? But that's why I'm I can't completely not wear stuff. Because I
Niner skins, wear your Niner shit, because nobody fucking cares.
Are you kidding me?
Washington.
I'm going to wear my starter jacket.
And your Boz?
Oh, dude, I'll wear the Boz at fucking FedEx Field.
Dude, you should wear...
I'm going to wear my shit to fucking at Indy. I'm going to wear the Boz at Indy.
Thermals underneath. Well, it's indoor.
No, it's indoor.
Yeah, you're fine. Did we all make it through?
Are you saying... I think it would be... You saying Zubaz? Baz.
Okay.
It's not Zubaz.
Zubaz.
Can you say it again like that?
Oh.
Zubaz.
Zubaz?
What
I
do
say
you-
Zubaz.
what?
Zubaz?
What's the Boz? And Lou's like, it's Brian Bosman, and then Lou's going, no, the Panthers.
First of all, it's Brian Bosworth. Who messed that up? Who messed that up? Did you say it to Christine wrong, or did Christine fucking chick it up?
Messed it up.
The Boz?
I was just webbing at Deb. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah.
30 for 30.
Dan, I'll give you a $100 bill right now if you run, jump, and slap Dick against that window.
No.
All right. I guess you don't need $100 that bad.
Yeah, because after I do it, I just me breathing heavy, going, and then she's looking through the window, going,
Black Luke, cock slap a window, $100.
Why would you do that?
I'll tell you what I want to do, by the way, since we said Black Lucy's willing to do some like man on the street stuff. I really want to get. I walked by today twice. There should be at least a show or a segment called the benches outside the 9th precinct. As I walk by,
by your house,
dude. One guy's reading a book, another guy's picking his toe, another guy's picking like his toes, and another guy's knocking bugs off of his like body. And another person was injecting insulin into themselves. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
You got
here?
a real winner's row.
And then we could do a special on methadone Saturdays when everybody gets their junk around the corner and everybody just stand sleeps.
Oh, dude.
It becomes like the museum of the non-moving image on 5th Street.
So funny.
They just not.
Go ahead, touch one of them.
Yeah, we've been like blow on them and push them, and they just don't move. It's
Indian
crazy.
style sometimes. It's
remember
pretty
the
crazy.
guy, Jay? Remember the guy who came up? His foot was killing him, and then he bummed a cigarette, and then he leaned against the car and screamed even louder. Remember that crazy?
Yeah.
But yeah, he just walked up. He was like, "Ah, you got a cigarette?"
Yeah, he would scream.
And we were like, "Sure." And he gave it to him. He goes, "Thanks so much."
Yeah, he just screamed in pain. And he would stop. He goes, "Oh, my feet! Oh!" Hey, can I get a light from you?
That's so funny.
And you give him a light. He goes, "Thank you." He goes, "Have a good day."
And he goes,
"Yeah!"
Dude, him stopping for regular things where he goes,
he was laying on the hood of
a... Hey,
yeah, we went inside.
Do you have the time? 3:25? Thank you very much.
Do I have salad in my tea?
We went inside, came back out. He was like sprawled across the hood of a car. It was like he was, but when he asked,
he was really tonic containing it, huh?
Yeah.
As he's doing it.
Oh yeah! Yow! Oh, my foot makes me feel so sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, when the still of the night.
Oh, Still the Night. That was a good Whitesnake song.
Full of characters over there.
You had something you specifically wanted to bring up with Mike on the air.
I did. Should we take
a break?
We have to take one more break. Yeah.
Well, now we're acclimated. Mike's,
yeah, that's
he's
fine.
here. He's comfortable. You can also see him at one of the greatest comedy clubs in the world, Denver Comedy Works.
So you were just there. We were both just there.
Just there. What a great goddamn place. September 21st through September 24th. Go get tickets. And you can also pick up his album, Mike Fenoya, live in Burlington. It's both at MikeFenoya.com. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, man. That's Buddy's Watching You, everyone, from the Philadelphia Eagles back in the 80s. It really does show you. Athletes can't rap. Deion Sanders, if he can improve it to you enough, this proves it right here.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm Randall Cunningham, and I'm the Cuban.
Are you talking about all about the money?
Everybody wants to tell you.
Are you telling me that?
It must be the money.
Must be the money.
I got me going round.
Yeah,
must
Neon
be the
Deion.
money.
Deion Sanders said one of my favorite sayings ever. He goes, "You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, you get paid good." I love that shit. I fucking love
even
Deion.
put on a tweet right now.
Yeah, Deion was the best. Well, only in 1994 when he was at the San Francisco 49ers. When he went to the Cowboys in 95, he was a piece of shit and a traitor. But you guys get it.
I think he was always garbage.
Yeah.
Never liked him. Piece of shit from day one, if you ask me.
He should have went to the Dolphins.
All right.
Right off the bat.
Like Terrell Owens, like we both have a place in our heart for him.
I love 81.
He had a good role. He had a good run in 2006. He was a pretty great dude.
And a cowboy, but also let's not forget that he fucking took that ball to the middle of your little dumb star and spread out. Let's forget it's easy for cowboy fans to be like, I love Terrell Owens. Like, did you? Because you wanted to fight him real bad at
Was he the one that he caught a touchdown against every team?
I think so.
Or was it Randy?
People don't realize about Terrell Owens is that he has, like, statistically, he's almost like the second or third best wide receiver ever, and that's behind Jerry Rice, who's fucking the best.
Sure.
But I'm saying, like, he's got a lot of stats that people don't realize.
No, Terrell Owens, he just made himself. I mean, when he went to the Cowboys, he tried to kill himself. Remember that?
Why, working out in your driveway?
No, that was in Philly.
Was
when
it?
he went to the...
They go, hey, put on a shirt and get inside your hand.
You don't remember that story?
What the hell are you doing out in the street, dude?
Why are you doing chin-ups outside?
Hey, y'all don't have a gym in your home?
Go get out.
Down the street.
You get the fuck out.
This is no longer your home. It's time for you to cross over.
Do you not remember when, oh, look at those Eagles stats. They were nice.
He was real good. He made that Eagles team in 2004 legal on Madden. If anyone was playing Madden against me and they picked that Eagles team, I'd be like, you can't do that because you have Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens, and the running back was
Brian Westbrook. Yeah,
32 out the backfield.
They were they were so good that
one of those years, the Bucks was one of
that was like a 13-3 year.
Had Warwick Dunn.
Yeah, Brad Johnson, 02. Yep.
Eagles were like 13-3 that year. That was like my most fun year ever. Oh, and then there's that World Series, the Super Bowl stunk. Terrell Owens, no one remembers that he was going to kill himself?
Yes. When did he?
I mean, you have to remember. Yeah, he was on the Cowboys. That was like a big thing.
He was in a lot of meds that year. Yeah, that was the don't talk about my quarterback when he started crying at the press conference. He was just going through all these different emotions on the Mets.
That's my quarterback.
That's when he was sponsored by Paxil.
That's my quarterback.
They were still working out the kinks.
He goes, also I have dry mouth and he goes, I got to get my liver checked every
I got diarrhea.
I have diarrhea, chronic fatigue.
I'm really could knock down a bottle of water right now.
It says a lot of people that.
What Jacob's looking at something. Oh, they're training in the hallway. Oh, he's got rubber bands on. Deb.
Oh man, does he really? She's only.
You can't look. It almost got caught. Down, get down.
She's here. You guys talk. I'm gonna get totally caught looking.
All right. Oh, no, they're in there. Man. They're working out a rubber band.
Oh man, he is really stretching her out.
Yeah.
With your hip flexors.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
We have this awesome girl fight video that I want to watch, but I think while we have Mike in here, we should talk about the Jim Carrey thing.
Fuck that shit. I want to watch girl fight. We were talking about fighting earlier. Girl fight. Girl fight. Next time Mike comes on, we'll talk about the Jim Carrey thing. Because that thing,
Oh, you know what? That's okay. I can save it because we could also tie Jim Carrey thing in the Fashion Week, and that Tiana Taylor girl came out on Fashion Week and just tards out nice and wacky on stage.
Wait, what?
It's not like tard. Tard's, that's the wrong word. She does that thing. She just is like, she is just born to be a slut. Like a slutty dancer. She's great.
Oh, man.
This fight, this is going to be fun. And we have 20 minutes. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is fun. I'm telling you, this is going to take a while to talk about. It's such a short video, but it is, it's only 30 seconds, man, but it is a great, hilarious, someone getting nervous in a fight. By the way, this is what I picture, and just so you know how I feel about girls fighting. I'm never turned on by it. Christine yesterday I yell at Christine so much for not dealing with the girl I'll deal with every guy problem in our lives.
Yeah.
Jacob's gonna smack off to what's happening.
She got the rubber band going again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I really am. It's just.
It's okay.
Where you can't even see.
Oh, he's like pulling. Look at her. It looks like he's like trying to pull her away.
Yeah, but you can't even see it.
But I can kind of see it. And he's kind of like, get over here. He's giving her the scorpion.
Is that what it is, Jacob?
I picture on the other side of him, his dick is out.
The wanton's better than the gattin' for Jacob. He's just picturing what's going on back there.
Yeah,
you can't see it.
Totally. Well, wait. Listen, everyone, stop watching Deb work out for a second.
And it opens you up. Nice moves from Ben and Debbie.
Do you think your chick, if you're in a situation and it's chick aggression or something needs to be said to somebody?
Yeah.
Who handles that? The chick, right?
Yeah, if it's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, a guy can't tell another if a guy's with his girlfriend, you can't tell another girl to be quiet. Your girlfriend has to tell the girl to be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equality.
Wouldn't you think that's what would happen?
It's a weird situation. I told you why.
It's the stupidest excuse. One, I won't believe you. One, I think you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Two,
guys, let's get to the bottom of this. What happened?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Was these two girls sat in front of us. We went to go see It.
Okay.
Which is its own story with the movie itself.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Movie's fantastic. Preview. Movie's fantastic. the little fat kid in the movie, gets naked. He's got the biggest nips and inverted puffies with inverted nips I've ever seen in my life. It makes me feel so bad. I was so uncomfortable during the scene. Way uncomfortable for some reason, because I really felt for that kid.
Yeah, pure empathy.
I really did, yeah. So, these two girls sitting in front of us, though, they were like, I don't know what the fuck they were. I mean, one girl was wearing booty shorts.
Directly in front of you?
Yes. Booty shorts.
Yeah.
With like knee-high boots on.
Yes. Love it.
So she's going pure
girls.
sex appeal.
Another girl wearing like the little Bo Peep shirt with these big, huge fake tits. Both young.
Wow.
Both maybe foreign even. In like tight jeans, and they are wearing boots. It's just the two of them together.
Oh, God.
They're sitting in these two seats right in front of us. It's the assigned seat theater, so they're a little further in front. They are going on their phones when the movie starts. They're not even, I shouldn't even say they're going on. They're just on their phone.
Yeah, they're hookers.
At the brightest light. No, they're not hookers, dude. This is going to say I'm age hitting right here. People live their lives in these fucking social media. They had everything. You just saw, and by the way, it's like the way they're moving their fingers. It's like fucking what's Future Crimes?
Minority Report.
Yeah, they're trying to solve future crimes. How fast everything.
I got this dick in my inbox. And I got this dick on my outbox.
I'm saying it's not hookers, dude. They're just going like Instagram, checking Instagram, and like they're looking at people's like Instagram stories, and then it's like switch over to go to check like their Twitter, and then jump over and Snapchat. It was those three that kept going back and forth. I know I'm watching because they're on full brightness.
That's bullshit.
By the way, and they're going through a lot. Then they go on that they're filming like the movie for Instagram time. You know, it's like how many seconds? And it's probably, you know, Christine's right. They're probably going like super scary at it, like
freaked out, clown emoji, sad emoji. Wish someone was here to protect me from it.
Yeah.
Feel like this guy behind me is going to smash on my head into my friends because I'm being fucking rude and not enjoying a movie that took months to make.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm like, I'm acknowledging this to Christine a lot. I'm like, I said, I'm going to have to at some point say something. This is ridiculous. It's insane.
Yeah.
How much they're on the film in the movie. Then, boom, boom, full brightness. And I'm doing everything as slow as possible to give Christine the hint of like, you know, I guess I'm going to say something to them. Yeah. She's like, no, I'll say like, you know, ladies. But I'm not looking for a fucking like, I don't think first move should ever be, hey, I hate that shit.
No, it should be, hey guys.
And why I hate doing it myself is because I'm like, I'm going to say it, and these girls, exactly what happens as I slowly, like, I guess I'm the one doing it. And I go, hey, ladies, do me a favor, like, the phones, like, really, but can you just leave the phones away, like, during the movie? And they look up, I'm like, oh my God, like, what the it's like, this, like,
yeah, and
out,
then
like,
next thing you know, they flip the screen, and they're filming Jay behind them at, like, look at this guy.
No, not even,
hashtag FOMO.
No, you know what they did there with, like, 5 minutes left in the movie? You can see it's like they turned the brightness down, but they did start going back, and you're just like, oh, just to be like that little, like, fuck you to me still, where it's like, I didn't even do a fuck you to you, lady.
Yeah.
But it's all that shit, and it weighs me all the time. Now, here's what Christine says. She looked over and said Carla was on her phone. Now, if Carla was on her phone, perhaps, which I don't even think is necessarily true, I think it's just Christine trying to explain why she was being a puss. If it was true, Carla absolutely would not have the brightness on super high. She would have it like in movie theater. By the way, I've had to answer texts and things in movie theaters. I have the brightness turned all the way off, so you can really only see it if you're me.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping it low.
You're saying the argument was Christine was like, I can't say anything because Carla's on her phone, so you can't do that move.
I thought it would be weird to tell the people in front of us to get off their phone when somebody we were with is on their phone doing the same thing to the people behind them.
They're not, but she wasn't.
But Jay's argument is that Carla's phone was turned down to a brightness.
If she was even on her phone, if Christine's not making this up, which I believe she's making it up.
Why would I lie and say Carla was on her phone?
Because you're a scared puss when it comes to that.
First of all, when it comes to that type of stuff, I deal with all the time having to tell people to get off their phones and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I
did look down and see that because I was like, I will say something.
It's not aggression. Christine, it's always her example. She goes, I've had to tell people they have to leave comedy clubs. I go, it's different.
That is different.
Totally different. You're backed up by a core. When I'm saying you in your moment have to be like, I'm going to say something to these people, and it's just going to be me and them right now. Like that's a different beast.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
It is a different beast. It is a different beast.
So stop telling me that I don't have to get their phones off before. Even if she was, it was not to being a distraction thing.
So
that said, Christine is the girl in the red shirt in this video.
So this is from Worldstar Hip Hop. You can see it at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram. Well, just on Twitter. That's where we're
These girls are both getting ready to fucking run towards each other and scrap. It should appear.
It's called Protect Yourself at All Times. Girl was too busy talking. Oh, boy.
All right,
they're in a hallway. Look like they're going to collide.
My dad sometimes has nothing to do with me. I'm not getting suspended about you. I am not getting suspended about you. I am not getting suspended about you. I am not getting suspended about you.
Also, that.
I am not getting suspended about you. I'm not getting suspended over this bitch. I am not getting suspended. I'm not getting suspended.
And there it's over.
And then teacher, but dude, just constantly getting, like, as somebody has to go, it's like, I guess I'm getting suspended. It's like, how many times do you just get fucking wailed in the face?
She goes, I'm not getting suspended for this. God damn it.
Not getting suspended for this.
She gets up, she goes, I didn't come anywhere.
I didn't know, Bill.
I didn't know, Bill.
I'm not getting suspended for, I'm getting suspended. I'm throwing a tough.
You play that again, just because
stop taping, I'll kill you.
She just keeps eating it. Are you rolling? Are you rolling?
She never stops eating. First of all, it says a couple things. One, Christine's the girl in the red shirt.
But also,
two, the other girl must have a weak-ass punch.
Well, she also plays softball.
Yeah, and this one's got like equestrian fucking form. Look at that like posture. She's not in a fighting stance at all. This chick's coming in ready.
But she's talking shit. She goes, don't go. If you're really afraid to fight, don't get the aggressive, like, I'm fucking telling you, because that's where it's going.
Yeah.
It's where it's heading.
And that's where fucking old second base on the softball team is going to take it.
Left center field.
My problem is why, even like that movie theater thing I was explaining, why I hate that, because like I said, in my mind, I'm already past me going, I'm going to go late. Now listen, there's got to be some air in the voice of situations like this. When I do lean forward to go, it's like, so, you're being kind of a cunt.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I'm not going to say this. So I just go, ladies, just do me a favor. Can you please? Because you always got to say with that air of like,
oh, dude,
don't do it because it's like it sucks that you're an adult and I got to tell you to stop doing a stupid fucking thing.
Right.
So but if you're going to come back at me with like what the fuck is like, and that's where I'm in my mind. I'm there and I'm like, oh, well, I guess then I'm going to fucking smack a woman in a movie theater.
I don't even do the like, ladies, can you be decent and turn off your phone? I come straight. If you're on your phone, I just yell, get off your phone.
0 to 60.
I just go,
same thing.
But I just go, get off your phone.
I'll go, hey,
So you don't know where it came from.
But I'll be like this. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to watch a movie. Can you get off your phone?
Yeah.
And then they look back at me like, I go, you're on your fucking phone. I've done that to people who ran into me on the subway stairs.
You're far more aggressive than me. I'm not like that.
But I've walked downstairs and people have walked into me and they've looked up at me like it's my fault. I go, get off your fucking phone. And then they look at me and they go, and you're like, what do you want? Where do you want to take this?
Dude, I'll give them.
Because I'll beat the shit out of you.
I'll give them until they're like a minute, like a split hair away from me, and I'll go, look up.
Yeah, that's great.
Look up.
Oh, that's a good one.
And they go, and I slap the phone out of their hand.
Oh, God.
You've never done that once ever in your life.
I have fantasized. I have fantasized about...
but I do go look up.
I got a great guy on the N train. I was getting off at 30th Avenue from Ditmar, so I just took this train 2 stops. I'm getting off. The guy's not looking up, and he opens the door, and he just starts walking out. I go, you want to let me off first? Right in his face. He goes, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. I go, look the fuck up.
Yeah.
And he's like, just shook some businessman.
Yeah,
loved it.
Dude,
I went in the corner and beat off.
Dude, the only thing, I had the guy, I got into a cab, took a long wait for a cab, and like the cab driver stopped, I flagged him down. I think I thought he flagged him down, I guess, but I was just way closer to the cab.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting in the cab, and the guy goes, oh, man, he's like, come on. He goes, he stopped for me. I'm like, I don't think he stopped for you. I think he stopped for the red light, is what I think it was. I'm just closer to him. Like he was, and again, it was because he was a few lanes like actually into traffic, so he didn't stop for him.
Yeah, he didn't pull
I'm like,
over.
he's in a red light, and I'm just closer to him. He didn't stop for you. So he goes, that's fucked up, man. I got to get somewhere. I'm like, yeah, so do I. That's why we're all good. I go, dude, I don't want to fight with you, man. I was just closer, man. Like if you were closer, you'd have been in it.
Yeah.
I go, you want me to get out of the cab? I'm in the cab already. And I was like, sorry, dude, I'm not trying to be. I'm even doing that. I'm like, I'm not trying to have a thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, fuck you, motherfucker. And I closed the fucking thing, and I got out of the cab, and the guy just ended up taking off. Like,
he's like, oh, what? When they do the walk away, where they go, you're not even worth it, man. You do what she does.
Exactly.
You're doing what she does, where you go, I'm not going to get suspended for this. I'm not going to get suspended for this. Hit play again.
At concerts, I do that too. If anybody's talking at a concert, I'll be like, come on, shut up, like, cut the shit. And then I have anxiety afterwards where it's like, fuck, I've talked at and then I don't enjoy the concert.
Yeah, the story I told, the story I told with at Fleetwood Mac when the couple came next to us and the girl started flail arm dancing. And I was like, sweetie, can you just switch with your boyfriend because like you're like swinging yours? And she goes, oh God, all right, I'll stop. And I was like, I didn't say, and then she like sits down and it's just like, oh, lady, it's like, what the fuck, lady?
She hawk girl pouted.
Just don't be a cunt and ruin everyone. You see everyone's just standing and watching the show. You come in the fucking owl princess all of a sudden dancing in the middle of the fucking aisle.
I think that really is a problem that's, I think, a mixture of two things. I think it's a mixture of the trophy generation, and I think it's the mixture of social media, where people, if you directly confront them and say some shit, that they take it like it's such a personal affront that they're like, how rude are you that you're telling me? It's like, you know, when a lady has a kid and you're like, hey lady, can you get your kid? Can you get your kid?
Right.
Like I said that in the street before. Like, can you get your kid? He's fucking gonna walk into me. And she's like, all right, sir. And I go, no, it's you, fuckface.
Yes, absolutely. I brought Lisa to a concert at Mohegan Sun. She liked the opening act more than the main act. The two people sitting in front of us, we were second row. This woman was just talking on her phone, up looking around. Lisa, small, my wife's like 4'11".
Yeah.
She goes, hey.
320 pounds, though.
Yeah.
Well,
real bowling
she gained
ball.
some weight. She goes, I'm like, do you want me to, and before I could even say, do you want me to say anything? She goes, hey, could you sit down? I'm trying to watch this. And the lady was like floored, and she goes, oh, I'm sorry, am I in your way, bitch? And starts like getting, and the husband looks at me.
And you go,
and I'm like,
fucking get your woman.
I looked at him and I'm just like, dude, can you please just fucking get her to shut the fuck up? My wife wants to watch this. I don't want to. The lady's chatting, yapping it up. Am I in your way? Am I in your way? She was standing in front of Lisa, and I'm like, lady, come on, sit down. You know, like, cut the shit. The husband's like, you don't have to talk to my wife like that. To me.
Well, maybe you should.
And I'm like, oh, motherfucker. Like, we're going to fight at a fucking Jack Johnson concert or whatever the hell I was.
What a great concert.
And I'm like, you got to be kidding me with this shit. And the lady started to, like, fucking sober up a little bit. They took a walk. They got some, like, drinks, food, came back. She felt bad. And then wouldn't leave Lisa alone, apologizing the whole time. Finally, my wife's like, could you just shut the fuck up? And I was never been prouder.
That made me laugh. That made me think of the Porky's scene is at the shower when the fat girl gets in front of one of the things. He's like, move, fat ass. You know, that's when they find they're all looking. That's one of the funniest goddamn.
Oh, yeah, with the people?
Yeah. You're seeing like, move. Like you're trying to see around. Like, fuck.
Hey, before I flatten your husband to some ukulele, you might want to put him on a fucking leash.
I really
take her for a walk, man.
I hate aggressive situations, so I hate them. But when you have to, this thing was like, look, I could.
There's no way. By the way,
my night doesn't feel any better if I go. My night doesn't go any better if I go home. And like I feel like I didn't say anything to those two fucking retards.
I'm
girls.
So mad.
And those girls, by the way, when the movie was over, I go, so was that you that ran in and tell me? Yeah, Christine runs in the door. She goes, oh my gosh. She goes, it's just so perfect right now what those two girls are doing outside. We went outside, dude, and they were
posing
for each other. I mean, Instagram pictures. I mean, real. I'm talking about real, like ones like like lifting like her like. Like her booty shorts like up almost, and like it's like they're showing their bellies and shit. All these pictures, and then they just look down. And just cross the street like 2 or 3 times, just going back and forth. It was so fucking. And by the way, they were every time they walked past us, they were like, giving me like the fucking like, oh, it's fucking this guy. Like,
yeah.
And you're like, oh, you fucking.
You've been
cunts.
with me before at times where I say something. You know, I mean, there have been times over the past like couple years where I'll just finally like. If you're not going to say something, I'll say something, and I'll just do it.
You say something far too quick most of the time.
I get that. I do that a lot.
And then I feel horrific guilt and anxiety the rest of the day.
The old slide for the ball when all you needed to do was jog for it.
Oh yeah, you get that with a lot, with Twitter stuff. You literally it's like you're. That's
I don't
your
do it
mentality.
anymore. I don't do it anymore.
No, but your mentality is to just even read it the wrong way. It's like, Hey, it's like some guy, this fucking asshole's like, hey, Dan, I'm a real big fan of yours. I love you on Billions. Like, fuck this guy, right? I
used to do that.
I don't think he's saying it like that. I think he's saying, Dan, I'm a real big fan of yours. I love you on Billions. You're like, you think?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I don't know how you thought anything else.
That happened too many times for me to now, like, I say I don't do that anymore because really I had the epiphany of like, this really happens every time.
Yeah.
It happens every time where it does nothing.
Dude, let me tell you something. I texted Dave and Lewis Friday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, did you guys go on Jim and Sam today? I didn't know if they did, but I was like, to a good guess, I was like, you guys go on Jim and Sam today? He's like, yeah, why? What's up? I go, just, when I woke up, it was in Minneapolis. It was on Twitter like, well, so those guys go in like big, why can't Jay Oakerson come in to Jim and Sam? I guess there's fucking trouble in paradise. I guess he hates Jim and Sam. Jay's got a big problem with Norton. Fat fucking faggot's probably out there getting his hair dyed and fucking jerk-off's probably wallet chain, whatever the fuck they just go. And you're just like, Jesus Christ, guys.
I'm on the road.
Like, holy shit, yeah.
I'm just not in town.
And you write, and I write that, I go, I just work almost a kill of kindness. I'm just kind of like, I'm actually in Minneapolis, guys. Why didn't go? He goes, how about every other time, you fucking piece of shit? Then I'm like, and then somebody start going like, mute, I get mute. It's like, gee, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
And by the way, it's like, it sounds like, it's funny, like we go at people, like, too, we've gone with the Corey Feldman, but there's no air in this of kind of like, I'm a fan, we're just busting balls, because you're going like, you're a fucking, like, I've never gone, I don't think we've ever gone like, Corey Feldman, you fucking faggot piece of shit.
No, we're all trying to understand the psychology behind what makes him fucking egomaniac.
Yeah.
But that's why there's so much, I think human beings in general just have so much aggression that's why, social media is bad.
Oh, yeah. But like you said, I don't like Jack Johnson. I've never felt the need to hop on Twitter and be like, you fucking suck, you queef bait asshole. I'm like, what? I just want, you know what, man? I'm just going to not listen.
That's it. Like, that's what you got to do.
I'm going to leave it out there for the world.
What happened to, like, I think it all started with, like, the Married with Children letter writing campaigns where they're like, I can change this. It shouldn't be on my TV because I feel it. And it's like,
absolutely.
And social media.
So I have a whole, like, chunk of my newer hour that's all about, like, that thing there. It's like, it's crazy how much personally, like, a person being in a room of laughing people can still go like, you shouldn't do that.
You see what happened with Sal?
You shouldn't say those things. And it's like, well, everybody else around you is laughing. They don't even hear. They're like, no. Yeah. I feel like everyone probably thinks that's pretty awful what you just said.
Dude,
but they were all just laughing about it.
I have a great story about that, about someone not going with the joke. I was at my ex-girlfriend's house, and I was eating dinner with her parents, and her mom, like, loves comedy, like, loved O&A, is a big Louis fan, like, loves all this stuff.
Whose family is this?
The ex, the actress from L.A.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, like, have you seen David Spade's Take the Hit? HBO special? It's fucking great. And she's like, nah, she's from the Bronx. She's like, nah, I've never seen it before. I'm like, it's so funny. Here's one of my favorite jokes of all time, where he's talking about he went to middle school with Brad Pitt, and he's like, in the joke, he's like, yeah, it was pretty similar, except on picture day when I brought my picture home, and my grandmother's like, where's my David? Where's my special? Who's that kid? I want to fuck that kid. It's like one of my favorite jokes.
Well, if you aren't the handsomest boy in your whole... Who's that guy?
Yeah, she goes, I want to teach her some tricks. Take his ball sack. Yeah, like, it's so funny.
Grandma's got tricks.
Yeah, Grandma's got tricks. It's one of my favorite jokes. Yeah. And I tell it to my girlfriend's mom, who has this sense of humor where you're like that. And she goes, no, that's not funny. That's someone's grandmother. That's not funny. And you're like, God damn it.
That's a weird line, right?
You go, that's a weird line. It's his grandma, and he's telling a joke. She goes, I'm sorry, you just don't make fun of someone's grandma like that. I'm like, it's his grandma, and it's a fictitious situation. She doesn't want to fuck a kid. But why are you getting mad about this?
My favorite thing, dude, and I do it pretty often too, is like, if there's that person in the audience, the funniest thing to do is acknowledge it, because no one's putting it together.
Yeah.
No one's doing like math on stage with what's happening in the room, but calling out those moments of what's organically happening in rooms, to me, I love doing it. Because I do find it very interesting, actually. And it's that thing, I go, hey, you know what everyone in the audience isn't even realizing, because this one lady hates it? Not only should you be mad at her, as they often do. They'll be like, shut up, lady, if someone's being shitty. Yeah. They'll turn on her. But you go, it's like, you know why you should be extra angry? Why all of you should be saying, shut up, lady? Is because she's calling you all assholes for enjoying it. Like, she thinks I'm a piece of garbage. I'm Satan's dick for saying it. but she thinks you're all morons.
But that goes back to like people that try to, and comedy's in a weird place right now because people really are trying to like police it in a way where you're like, it's fucking comedy. Sal Vulcano retweeted a Mark Norman joke where Mark Norman tweeted out, "You'll float too," and then like it was a quote and it said Hurricane Irma. Yeah, but it said Hurricane Irma, you'll float too. And then this Sal retweeted it, and then one of Sal's fans wrote back like, "Oh, so people are dying, and you're making jokes." And Sal's like, and then Norman tweeted back, "Shh." And then someone tweeted, and then Sal like tweeted like his grabs about how the internet's killing comedy.
Well, yeah. Also, what that was too is he put out a video of a guy signing that like
he sent us the video,
whatever, and he's doing this, and somebody wrote back and was like, "Oh, so you're making fun of all deaf people?"
And you're like,
and it's like, you fucking dope. Like really?
Well, I'll tell you what, that could be a problem Sal will run into, man. Like he's got a lot of fans of that show that are not fans of comedy necessarily.
Absolutely,
yeah. That's especially edgy stand-up comedy. Their show happens to be same thing as like Jackass. Jackass forced edge into their show, but the actual concept of like going across, trying to tightrope walk while you have meat hanging off your underwear isn't really necessarily. It is edgy, but it's not dirty.
You're never going to offend anybody.
It's not
with
dirty,
that.
yeah. And the same thing is
crazy.
Like, their show's not
crazy. It's not dirty.
The Jokers is not dirty.
Yeah,
right.
It's fucking just they looked out. They have that formula. It's very very funny, which is great. But man, that's
But I hate that. That's like
it's the worst.
That's like it's not my problem till it's my problem.
And look,
then you're going to hear about it.
I know we have to go, so the important thing here to just know for everyone is that Christine is such a puss. And it's unreal.
I think it's also important to know that I'm going to train Christine in Muay Thai and set her up in these situations where she could fuck people up.
I'd be so proud.
If you're in the Denver area, make sure you go check out Mike Fenoya at Comedy Works downtown September 21st through the 24th. And then you can also get his album, Mike Fenoya, live in Burlington, both at Mike Fenoya. That's FFINOIA.com. Big J. Oakerson going to be up in Calgary. We're going Canadian on ya, September 14th. This weekend, the 14th through the 16th. And then he's going to be in Rhode Island at the Comedy Connection, September 22nd and 23rd. Then at Cabot Comedy Club in Chicopee, Mass. It's a great run on the 24th with Justin Silver. Go to bigjcomedy.com. And our buddy Dave Smith's special, Libertas, is out now. Available at GasDigitalNetwork.com. That was a burp. Not a misread. GasDigitalNetwork.com. So go get his hour special right now.
And of course, that sexy voice, Dan Soder, is going to be at Rumors Comedy Club in Winnipeg, Canada, Thursday, September 28th through Saturday, September 30th. After that, you can check him out in San Diego at the American Comedy Company with those charges. Thursday, October 5th through Saturday, October 7th. Get all your tickets for Dan's stuff at dansoder.com and check out his new half-hour special as part of the stand-ups available right now on Netflix. Mikey, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Anytime.
And Christine, I love you. No, it doesn't matter. I don't need a girl who can fight. I'm just saying be nice if we could. Or at least if you would. You know what? I'm going to go hit her. Hold my shit.